Hi loves, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Myra, and in today's video I am going to be doing a watch me work, and I'll be explaining everything that I'm doing. It is going to be this very cute and super long French tip Swarovski, and I really love the way they came out. I used a few new products, and so I'm very excited to show you what they are. Please don't mind my awkward hands holding the acrylic brush. I usually don't put nails on my thumb and my pointer finger on my right hand, so I'm able to like hold the acrylic brush better with more ease and stuff, but it just looks funny now that I've noticed like what I look like. I'm like holding it all crazy. But anyway, let's get right into the video. So I am doing super long nails. I am using our new tips, which are available on craftsby9.com, and they are the 3XL square no C-curve tips. I honestly, you guys, these are my favorite tips, because honestly I think I vary my decision on preference based on the length and the C-curve. There's people that like C-curve, there's people that like no C-curve. I am the type of person that doesn't like C-curve, and I like mine to be super long. So sometimes when you like super long nails but you use a shorter nail or one with C-curve, it can lose its shape, or you have to shape a lot. So I really love the fact that these, you literally don't have to shape at all. I just cut it down to my desired length and I went right into the acrylic application. Now, this is also a pop-off set, meaning I will pop this nail set off right after I record this video, and for that reason is why I didn't show you the prep part. And I also already had placed my clear bead of acrylic on the natural nail. And if you guys are new here, then you don't know that that's what I do when I do the pop-off method. The reason being is that it becomes a little bit sturdier. It creates like a nice layer to the pop-off method with the nail tip. That way, when I am working on the nail with acrylic, or when I'm cutting it down to my desired length or whatever that may be, it won't like fly off, because it can be very sensitive when I'm doing the pop-off method. So I just like to put a like clear base of acrylic on the natural nail before doing anything. As soon as I apply the nail tip, that's what I do first. And so that's why they look matte, and that's why they kind of, it looks like ombre clear, but it's just a clear base. It's just very cold in my nail room, just FYI. Okay, so I am going to be leaving in my entire acrylic application for you guys to see. This was so satisfying to me. I am also using a new acrylic brush, which is a Kiara Sky Pink acrylic brush that just launched a few weeks ago on their website. If you haven't gotten it, you need to go. I think I have already like 5 of them because they're amazing. So this one is in size 14. I like to use the size depending on the length of the nail that I'm doing. If I'm going for a shorter nail, I stick with 10 or maybe even 12. A medium to long, a 12 probably. And if I'm doing a super long nail like this one, then I'll go in with the 14. I am still kind of getting used to the 14, but honestly, I'm obsessed. I really love the way it works. The handle is amazing. It doesn't get too much monomer, but of course you also have to be comfortable with your liquid to powder ratio. I would say as a beginner, do not start with a really big brush size, because as a beginner I wasn't comfortable with my liquid to powder ratio, and so if I used a size 14 when I first started, then I was just gonna waste so much monomer and so much product. So that's why I always say as a beginner, start off with like an 8 or a 10. And then get yourself comfortable with that, and then move your way up if you want to. Or you can just stick with the same one. You can become a pro and do extra long nails with the size 10 if you want to, you know. But I just like to move my way up. I still don't know if I'm ever going to go to a 16 or 18. I'm definitely not ready yet. I think it's way too big for me, but maybe one day. But yeah, I really found this acrylic application to be so satisfying, so that's why I kept it in, and I hope you guys do too. So the acrylic that I'm using is called Purple White, and it's from notpolish. Don't forget that you guys can use my discount code with them as well. Everything is linked down in my description box, but it is so beautiful. And I'm so mad that I completely forgot after doing this set to turn off the lights because it is glow in the dark. So keep that in mind. This beautiful, beautiful white acrylic is glow in the dark. And of course, as all not polished products, or as I should say, not polished acrylics or powders, they can be used as acrylic or as dip powder. I don't do dip, so I always use mine as acrylic, but if you're someone that does dip, then it would be perfect for you. And if you do dip and acrylic, then it would be even more perfect for you. So anyways, I don't really have like a story time today. I'm just gonna talk about what is going on in this video. I am getting a little bit more into story times lately on my voiceovers because I'm doing longer than usual videos. Before they used to be like 10 minutes or something, but that was me like fast forwarding things, cutting things out. And now I really like to leave things at a normal speed so you guys are able to see my complete application. I am definitely much more like happier with my application, so I really like showing it. And so my videos, you know, are now like 20 minutes long, which I like it when videos are longer because you're able to see everything that the like tech is doing. So I hope you guys enjoy it too. One thing I did want to say too about this brush is that I love how much acrylic I'm able to get. It really helps me keep up with my like 3 or 4 bead method on my nails. Keep this in mind. You don't have to have a 3 bead method, a 1 bead method. You can do as many beads as you'd like. I am so sorry that they're gardening in the background so you guys can hear that. But you guys don't have to have a specific bead method. Now, you know, if you want to be faster in the long run and you want to be consistent in something to get better at it, so say put in your mind you want to have like a 6 bead method and then work your way up, you should do that, but you don't have to. It's completely up to you. It is very unrealistic to do a 1 bead method as a beginner. I definitely was not. I'm pretty sure I did like 20 beads because you have to just make sure, like, just do this. Look at the nails from every side. Okay, I don't know if this is too loud in the background. Let me double check. So it definitely was too noisy in the background, so I had to wait to do the rest of this voiceover. But as I was saying is you have to look at your nail from different angles to make sure that it's the thickness that you want it, that it doesn't look really bumpy. Of course, the e-file can help you once you go in with the e-file, but you want to avoid taking too much time because that can be avoided. So if you see a bump, make sure to fill in that gap just so it can take less time when you're filing. You know, it'll be a smoother process. Now, I did want to answer a few questions that I got on the last video. And remember that if you guys ever have any questions, make sure to comment down below. From now on, I will be doing Q&As within my videos. So I'll just randomly, you know, answer questions that I get in the comments. So that's why I always ask you guys to comment if you guys have any questions regarding nails, and I'll be more than happy to answer. So this question, I will be putting it up. It says, as someone who wants to get into nails but hasn't bought anything yet, what do you recommend is the best to start? Meaning as getting into a class, self-teaching myself with videos and beginner kits, etc. Now that's a very good question because I recommend all of that, honestly. So I obviously recommend you getting your license if you are planning on taking clients. Check with your state what the state requirements are as far as that, because in California you do have to be licensed to take clients. So I did get my license a few years ago, and I also have taken about 2 classes after that to just continue practicing, continue learning. Now, I do want to mention that cosmetology school didn't teach me a lot. I would mostly say that like YouTube and then practicing, like trial and error, was what really taught me. But you do learn the basics of it in school, and of course you get your license, so that's always good. But getting into a class that is specifically targeting what you want to learn is always great. So I did take the Valentino Beauty Pure sculpting class with Lana Nailed It. I have talked about this before. It was amazing. I think it was like 4 years ago. I don't even remember, but it was a while ago. And it was so much fun. I learned so much. I really wanted to get into forms back then. And so I took her course and it was amazing. I learned a lot that day. I got my, like certification. Keep in mind that a certification doesn't mean your license. It just adds to your learning. And then I did recently take another course, which I still haven't received my certificate, but I did take another course. And I have taken like smaller courses with some people that I follow through Instagram that are amazingly talented, and they have like, like small courses on Zoom or whatever with 3D nail art or nail art, things like that. So I have taken a few of those, and I always think that when an opportunity like that comes up, take it. If they come to a city near you, do it. It is a little bit on the pricey side, but it's 100% worth it. It helps you with your skills. They are very hands-on. They're willing to help you. They're very focused on you because it's 1 or 2 days probably, but they're completely focused on a small number of students. So they're able to answer any questions that you might have. And it's a really great experience because you get to meet other nail techs. Of course, you can take one-on-one courses, which are available with nail techs. I know a lot of nail techs that do that. And that would be more focused on you and what you want to learn and things like that. So it's just picking a course that you want. And then as far as self-teaching yourself with videos, 1,000,000% recommend that as well. Not self-teaching as in only doing that, because like I said, I do recommend you getting classes and getting your actual license. But yes, looking at videos, I literally would spend hours and hours on YouTube, just watching videos, looking at products, looking at how they did things. And there were so many amazing people on here that do watch me works and nail tutorials. So always go on YouTube and check out all those videos. Beginner kits. I did purchase one beginner kit from a company, and some of their products are good, but I wouldn't recommend it because a lot of the products in there weren't great. So I would just say, like, I haven't purchased any other beginner kits, but I know there are some out there. So I would definitely say look them up, or just wait until they have like a sale. That is why I always love sharing my discount codes with you guys with any brand. I have all of my, even if I'm not using it in this video, I put it down in the description box, my link tree, so you guys can see all of the discount codes that I have. Even when they don't have a sale going on, you guys can use my discount code. And you guys can get, from here and there. Most companies, if you spend like $50, $100, $150, which adds up pretty quick, with nail supplies, you get free shipping. So that's always a plus. And then you guys can get discounts. And so, starting a small collection of the basic needs of a nail tech is all you need. And then you can start adding later on. Now, I have done the beginner nail supplies you need video. I have 2 of them on here, which are on my channel, and I have to do an updated one for this year because you guys seem to love them and it really helps you guys, so I'm really glad. I do have to make an updated one for this year, and so make sure to go check that out. There are a lot of videos out there like beginner nail supplies you need, and like I said, I do have one on my channel as well. Okay, so now going back into the video, I am going in with Pink Rose, which is a metallic gel liner. Now, I went in the nails with the Young Nail Swipe, right? I didn't wait a long time for it to dry, and so that is why it looks like water spots or something on some of the nails. Especially on the middle finger, it looked like legit like ruffles or water spots. So it didn't look it didn't look perfect the way it should have, because this color is absolutely stunning. But it came out that way, and because this is a pop-off set, I didn't want to file it down after curing, or else it was going to pop off, so I just left it as it is. But just know that if you guys are coming here from my Instagram, you guys saw the post. I did post these on my Instagram before uploading this video. I do that sometimes because I have the video ready to post, but then I don't have the voiceover ready, so I don't have it for YouTube ready to post. So then I'll just let you guys know on there that it will be up very, very soon. And now it is up. So I am applying the Gloss It, which is the Not Polish No Wipe Gel Top Coat. I absolutely love it. I think I have gone through at least 4 bottles, and I have like 10 still like ready to use. So I really, really love it. It's everything. Like the packaging, red is one of my favorite colors, and it really goes on really smoothly. It's not too runny and it's not too thick, and so that's why I really like it. And then I cure it in the lamp for 60 seconds. I am using the Chiara Sky lamp, which is the only lamp that I use. It's my absolute favorite. I love it. And I'm not sure if I'm using the unicorn pink one or the regular pink one. I do have both, and I switch off when one needs to be charged. I start using the other, and vice versa. I love both of them. The unicorn one was pretty limited edition. I don't know if they still have it on their website, but if they do, or if they even bring it back, like restock it, make sure to go get it, because like I said, it's limited stock and it's not going to be on the site forever. So make sure to grab it. And now I am going in with the wax pencil and some Swarovski crystals. I have so many of them left, so a lot of the nails that I've been doing lately have been with the Swarovski crystals, because I do want to use them and put them to use. Like, I don't really use them, so I just love the way they look. I put them randomly on the nail, and I really like the way it came out. I love the length. This is definitely like the length that I would do on myself, and these tips are still available on craftsby9.com. This is the acrylic, which is purple white, and then I am using the Not Polish cuticle oil. I believe this is in peach. It smells really, really good. I have all 3 of them. You can buy them in a pack or you can buy them individually, but it smells super, super good. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to comment any questions you may have, because I might be answering them in the next video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.